Hi, this is Mike Brady with the 411 channel, the Trucker 411 channel. Got to get that straight. My topic today is talking to new recruiters and headhunters about starting in with a new company or just starting out as a new driver. Now, I've talked to a few different recruiters and I've talked to a few different companies, and I found that unless you are absolutely dead straight on what you're going to do, what your intentions are, what you're driving, without beating around the bush, if you will. Like, for instance, the last company I talked to, I told them straight up, I am not going to do hazmat. I am not going to do tanker. I am not going to do refrigerator. The only two positions I'm interested in is dry bulk or flatbed. And I said, well, they didn't have flatbed, which was fine. But I put it straight out there. This is the way I'm going to be. By the way, this is the way I drive. I don't speed. I don't take chances. I err to caution all the time. And if you got a load that absolutely has to be there tomorrow, don't pick me. Don't ask me. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to drive to what I believe is my safest. If it's inclement weather, like rain, I'm going to slow down, but I'm going to keep going. If the wind gets too bad, I'm going to pull over. If it starts to look like it's going to snow, if it's looking like it's snow and I'm in lower elevations, I'll keep going. But if I'm in a mountainous area above, let's say 2,500 feet or so, and it's starting to stick on the ground, I'm parking. Or I'm going to turn my truck around and go to try to get to a lower elevation before it gets that bad. I'm not going to rush. Okay, so I'm going to be upfront and straight with a recruiter. I'm going to tell them, once I fill out my application and everything, I'm going to document all this. I want it copied and I want it signed. Because when I make my attempt to drive up there, or if I fly up there, or I take your Greyhound bus, and I go up there, and you guys try to pull a switch on me, here's my documentation. Talk to your recruiter prior to. If it has to go beyond the recruiter and has to go to the management group of the company, then it goes to them. But I want them to know straightforward before I show up to their company to fill out any kind of paperwork or anything, that this is the only type of driving I'm going to do. Now, if they say, well, you can't be a company driver, you have to be an owner, not an owner, but a lease. You have to lease a truck from us. No. What I'll do is I'll go to the company and I'll say, listen, I don't want to buy a Cascadian, or I don't want to buy a Pinnacle, the Mack truck or anything like that. I don't want to buy one of those, all right? My intentions are to drive for probably about maybe 5 years. Okay. I still own my construction company. It's still active. I still work for the other companies. If you saw my other main mentions, I'm not going to keep mentioning it online. I work for a bunch of different groups. And if things get slow, I can always fall back on those. So with them, if you go there and they say, well, we're only hiring lease operators or whatever like that, don't waste my time. I'm going to tell you straight up front, I'm not leasing. I only want company driver. If you don't have that available for me, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time on sending me bus ticket and everything like that and expect me to pay it back. Or expect to leave me stranded there. I know for a fact there are a lot of companies out there who will say, yeah, we're going to take a group of people from here, we're going to put them on the bus, and we're going to bring them up. And they're going to go through everybody's paperwork and see who's the best. And everybody else is like, sorry, can't use you anymore. Can't use you, we already picked the people that we want. Well, what do you do now? You're stranding in a town you don't know about. You probably don't have enough money to get back home. It could be snowing out. It could be a damn tornado. They don't give a shit. Okay? They're going to look for their best. They're going to pull their cream of the crop out, and they're going to send everybody else on their way. And, so what? It's on your own to get home. So always make sure that one, you have enough money to come home on your own if you have to, be it a Greyhound bus ticket or whatever like that, an airplane, whatever. Rent a damn car if you have to. You know, do what you need to do to make sure that you can make it home. Okay? Like I said, be upfront with the recruiter. If you have to go beyond the recruiter, do you have to go to management or whatever next stage you have to go to? Communicate with them. Be upfront. I'm not going to do tanker. I'm not going to do hazmat. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to do dry container. All right. Because if you go out and you get your hazmat and you get your tanker, you're not going to make any money on it. The only people that are going to make money on that is the company themselves. So you spent your money on hazmat, you spent your money on tanker, you got your endorsements for it, but the only people that are going to make money off it is the company. So you know what? Do the minimal. I got my CDLA license. That's it. I'm only going to run dry bulk or I'm going to run flatbed. And when I decide to buy my own truck, it's not going to be one of those big ones. My intentions are to go after, and you guys, I've already talked about, is hotshot trucking. It's like where the people that were picking up campers and RVs and stuff like that from manufacturers and bringing them down south or wherever to sale lots. Well, now, those people there that were doing this under the regular driver's license can't do it anymore. They all now have to be certified, either A, restricted without air brakes, or get a CDL license like I am, and a C license, or a B license, okay? Because they're doing this for money, they now have to be incorporated, they have to be insured, they have to have the proper licenses. So I'm taking a step, I'm doing it, I'm getting there. Because you know what? I'm not going to sign on to any company, even though they say, hey, we'll pay back your student loan. Well, that's fine. You can pay back my student loan. And if I'm not satisfied and you're starting to treat me like dung, bye. I'll go ahead, buy my own truck, get my own trailer, and I'll go work for somebody else. I'll become my own independent contractor, and I'll go run for myself. There's no bars. If you're going to sign on with the company, remember, you're going to sign on with the company. You're a shit at the barrel. You're a beginner. Or, even if you've been driving for 30 years, you sign on to another company, you're back at the barrel. Your 30 years of driving means squat to them. You start at zero just like I would. Doesn't matter that you've been driving, I don't care if you were pulling a space shuttle around on the ground. All right? Doesn't matter that you got wide load, you're permitted for all that stuff. You start with a new company, you're right there with me. Right here, bottom of the barrel. So they're going to treat you like shit. So expect it. You're going to have to, what's the terminology? Man up? Is that the term? Yeah. Grow some goonions. You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. You start at the bottom of the barrel. Now, you got to take it, you don't think of it that way. You have to take it from another aspect. For me, I'm going to absorb everything I can from that company. I'm going to use them because I'm going to use them as a tool. They can do their little, game, whatever they do. But for me, it's a learning tool. I'm going to learn everything I can possibly learn about trucking from them. All the rest of that is BS. So you have to think about it that way. Don't play down to their game. Keep your mindset. Know exactly what you want to do. Ask a lot of questions. Make sure you got it down packed in your head. Okay? And then after 6 months or something, if you're not satisfied with that company, you got your 6 months under your belt, maybe you want to try something to find locally. Just FYI, Waste Management Group are looking for local drivers because their senior drivers are retiring. Out here on the west coast of Florida here, like B drivers, the guys that actually run around in the neighborhoods and they pick up the recycle bins and stuff with the automatic arm thing, they're in high demand. I mean, I've been watching applications for this left and right, always coming across my Facebook page. It's all over the nation. they're United States, Canada. They're where else are they? They're like 5 or 6 different countries. But this is Waste Management. They're actually a federal company. If you can get on there with a federal company, it's good pay. You get all your benefits and everything like that. You get paid holidays. And I think after 6 months or something like that, you can do the match for your, what is it, the 401k? I think it's a 401k. And stocks and stuff like that. So you can actually do up to 3% and they'll match it. So, I mean, you don't have to go. Well, if you're a new driver, you have to go with a starter company. But if you're not, and you got time under your belt, look at companies that are big. Go after government companies. Now remember, you got to qualify for a government company. But if you can get your foot in the door with a government company, you're there. Get your foot in the door, get yourself settled in, learn their techniques and everything like that, and then it's all gravy from there. All right, folks, I went through a whole bunch of stuff. My whole initial Saturday morning thing was how do you introduce yourself to a new company, how you present yourself. Everything about everything you do is presentation. If you've ever gone into a 5-star restaurant and you've gone into the kitchen, they're all wearing white. They're perfect. They got the hairnets on. They're absolutely perfect. They come out with your food and you look at it and you want to take a picture of it. That's how you have to represent yourself to a new company. You have to put yourself out there like that. Just don't go there and say, oh yeah, I'll do this or I'll do that. Don't suck up to it. Go there with the right state of mind, explain exactly what you're going to do, and follow through. Okay? This is Mike Brady. This is the 411 Trucker Channel. And for the people that are, I'm trying to get onto my YouTube account, I don't know. It's like, I just can't get it to sync from YouTube. From my Facebook channel over. I've done it on the camera. Every time I think I'm downloading it to the 411 channel, it shows up on my page. It's like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I've looked at videos and everything like that. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. But their page isn't set up like my page. I don't know how it's configured, and I can't figure it out. I am not computer savvy. Always the old joke, oh yeah, I had a computer for 10 years, I finally found the on button. Okay, folks, that's it. Again, Mike Brady, the 411, or actually the Trucker 411. I have to get that lined up like that. The Trucker 411 channel. Okay, again, this is Mike Brady, DCI Jams out of Vero Beach, Florida. And that was my commentary for my Saturday. Everybody enjoy, be safe, keep the rubber side down, and we'll talk to you next week.